How's it feel to be back home?
Feels good. Yeah, man. How's it feel to have your house back?
It's sad. It's sad as
Sad?
fuck.
Nah.
Yeah. No, that was awesome having you guys here.
Fuck yeah, man. That was such a great trip.
Yeah, man. Shit. Such an extreme extreme weather. It was insane.
Yeah. You guys back to normal now?
Yeah, I mean it's been on the warm side, but it's not like nothing like that.
Yeah.
It's been like low 80s, you know.
Oh, okay. That's what it is down here.
Yeah.
I told Erica had I not done that with you guys, I'd probably be like whiny as fuck, you know, because like anything over 70 degrees is like whiny territory for me.
Right.
These days.
Jesus, that was
But
intense.
That broke me in good, man.
Oh my god. Ugh, but yeah, shit.
Yeah.
I had so much time to like, just so much time with you guys to like talk. Like all the times in the car, we're just like,
Yeah.
just long chats and listen to music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
That was so awesome. It's so hard, like rare to get time like that anymore, you know?
I know, yeah. Just to have you guys both come here at the same time, that's crazy. We never get visitors. It was awesome.
Well, hopefully more now that, you know, COVID's wrapping up and whatever. Are you guys any looser up there now that you had the heat wave, or?
Yeah, July 1st, I think they opened up, dropped the
Oh, really?
mask restrictions and everything, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's right after you guys were here.
Wow. Cool.
Yeah.
So that hasn't really affected you that much in terms of like, you know, having to go back into work and all that?
Not yet.
No.
I'm working from home for indefinitely, as far as I know.
Wow. That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a good question. Wonder if that's going to change. But we're going to Macomb on Saturday, so like 5
What?
days. Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
Does your dad still live there?
Does he what?
Does he still live there?
Yeah, same spot.
Oh. Oh, cool. All right. Nice.
Yeah, so he's going to stay there for, I don't know, 5 or 6 days, and then he's going to go to Pennsylvania and see Matt. Matt and Kaya and Jaron.
Awesome. You guys are all doing that?
Yeah, me and Katie, yeah, and then my dad's going with us to Pennsylvania, so.
That's fucking awesome. Ooh, this could be
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, I can't
A lot
wait.
of traveling then. That's fucking great.
Yeah, making a little circuit. We're gonna go to Missouri for a couple days and see some people, so
Nice.
it's gonna be good.
Like Columbia?
Yeah, gonna
Yeah.
see Chase and whoever else can maybe meet at a bar one night. Columbia, can see Aaron
Oh,
Little in
badass.
St. Louis. Yeah,
Oh, nice. Cool.
yeah.
That's awesome. Can you hear me okay, by the way? I got my
It's
mic
pretty
over
quiet.
here. Pretty quiet?
It's pretty quiet.
Let me see if I can bring the mic up closer.
If you click on the speaker button at the bottom, you can change what you used to listen.
Yeah, I'm just talking about like hearing my own voice in my headphones.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't
which
think it does
I think
that.
is a Scarlet thing. I don't know. It doesn't do it, so you can't hear your own voice in your headphones?
no.
Oh, okay.
If you use
Yeah,
the
cool.
Scarlet, though, you probably can.
Yeah, I'm in the Scarlet with the mic. I'm trying to figure out how
Huh.
to do it. So I got my mic in the Scarlet, and I've got my earbuds, my AirPods as my speaker.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm just using these as my headphones instead of using those clunky $40
Right,
ones I
right.
had.
Huh. So maybe the monitoring
'cause
thing
they're
only works
more
if you're
comfortable.
hardwired.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. What are your takeaways from the trip?
Like in general?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was so great to be able to hang with you guys, and it was nice to have a trip where, you know, there wasn't any big snafu or anything, you know, and we kind of like walked away from it like tighter, you know, bonded.
Yeah.
So that was cool with me, and I had a ton of fun, and I really appreciated all your hosting, and you know, like just and just being able to roll with it, was really nice. And check out all that cool stuff. And I got a better sense of Seattle too, in terms of where I actually want to go and hang out next time. Like Ballard for sure. I really like that the best. In terms of like being in the city, and then it was great to get a perspective on Monroe and like kind of the surrounding areas and a good sense of nature there. It's my kind of nature. I understand it. I wanted to drop a canoe in the river right by your house and just go for a swim.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
So it was cool, and I had fun playing catch.
Yeah.
It's like stuff like that. It's an awesome trip. Getting to hang with Katie and barbecue in your backyard, or just the bonfire, and just to play music out there casually like that. It's so sick. Dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah, there was a lot of cool little things like that, like the four of us playing catch for a few minutes. Yeah. That was really cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the fire pit was cool.
Yeah.
Just like taking you guys on our kind of nightly walk,
Yeah.
It's something I didn't think we were gonna do,
Right.
Yeah, that kind of stuff was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Glad we got to see Olympia and Aberdeen and stuff on that day.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Kind of had a grunge day.
Totally. Yeah, and I like how it just all kind of happened naturally too. It wasn't like we planned it. We just kind of ended up in Aberdeen. We took our time and then realized that basically was our day, and then
right.
kind of headed back. And we had that burger stand, and that was super fun. And I don't know, everything we did was super great, dude. It was like really fun time. You got to show us kind of where you work. That was really impressive. That whole area in downtown. That's now like kind of your Silicon area.
Right, the Amazon area.
Yeah, like with the glass bubble, and we're driving by Sub Pop and all that fun stuff. I love that stuff.
Yeah, that was cool. Like, didn't think we were gonna have time to do any of that kind of stuff. It was just like,
right, totally.
We'd be on this backpacking trip pretty much the whole time, and then like swim through for a few hours. So it was the opposite.
Were you cool with that? I couldn't tell if you actually wanted to go into nature more or not. Were you like kind of happy with how everything played out?
Well, yeah. I mean, just given the circumstances,
yeah,
best case scenario, it's like we've been trying to get people to visit us in the summer here forever. It's like, God, why doesn't it? If only they could see this place in the summer. It's so beautiful. And then like the one time people come, it's literally like the most shattering heat record in the last 100 years, and like
right
inhospitable outside, and our house is miserable. And so it was, given that, ideally, I would have done like more nature stuff. I'm really not that into going into the city. We hardly ever go out, etc. But so like perfect situation, we would do just a ton of nature stuff. We'd go to rivers and blah blah blah. We'd go swimming in lakes and do more hikes and stuff like that. But that stuff wasn't really available. It was just too goddamn hot.
Yeah, totally.
And just trying to feel you guys out and what you wanted to do it on on any given day. You might want to go to the city, or you might want to see this or that. So there's like stuff I've always wanted to show you guys, and then there's like what you guys are in the mood for, so it's kind of trying to combine those things. So I think it all worked out. Just the amount of time we got to just have extended periods of talking, like the day where we went to Olympia and all that, and then just got stuck in traffic on the way back. Looking back, it was just awesome that we were basically on this long road trip and got to just fucking talk for all day,
Exactly.
Way more than if we would have gone on a backpacking trip or done a bunch of hiking. Like, it's kind of hard to talk when you're hiking or backpacking. You kind of can't hear each other as well, and so it's cool the way it worked out.
I mean, I think my key takeaway is that we're adaptable. It doesn't really matter, just as long as we're together, and that was so cool to just feel that like kind of family vibe, I mean, there were moments where we would be in Pike's Place and we would just kind of stop randomly at a spot, and we would just kind of just stand there for a while, and that was fine. It was just kind of like totally whatever. Like, we're just hanging out. Like, whatever's next, we'll figure it out when it presents itself. But for the moment, let's just stop for a second, you know? And it's cool, man. I love like rolling that way, and that was so great to just be able to do that with you guys. Huge for me.
Yeah, playing it by ear.
Yeah, and just being like open to things changing, you know, and it not just like putting the trip into chaos, you know, and then everything's fucked or something, you know, like.
Right. Yeah, it's just so insane that you guys both came here. Just it's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I hope we're able to do this again.
Me too.
Wherever, if we go back to Colorado or whatever.
Yeah.
Do this kind of thing.
Yeah, to show you both the South Bay. That would be interesting. That'd probably be stressful. Now I kind of understand your perspective, you know, a little bit better thinking about it.
Well, it all kind of came up. Yeah, because the whole trip had been planned out for months and months to be one thing, and then a few days out, it turned into this other thing. Then it was like, oh, now it's just I get to come up with this itinerary. It was like really exciting. I get to have this itinerary, and we're gonna do all this. I get to give like my tour of all my favorite places, and then like the heat comes in, and it kind of just throws everything into disarray of like places being closed and just being unbearable to do this or that.
Yeah, plus COVID.
Yeah, COVID, places being randomly closed when they say they're open. And,
yeah.
But yeah, we rolled with it.
Yeah, that was an awesome trip.
We got to play way more music than we would have otherwise.
Hell yeah, we did.
Yeah, played every day.
Yeah, I loved that.
That's really cool. Got to play pretty much every night outside for, I don't know, kind of until we were like, all right, I'm done.
Yeah,
like,
totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, until it was like, let's go to sleep.
Right.
It's so cool, man.
And that practice just flew by too. Like we had, we're in there for, I don't know, 3 hours maybe, but it felt like less. It felt like 90 minutes.
Totally. Yeah, if even.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when it was 11, I was like, well, should we wrap it up? And I thought, well, this hour is going to go really fast, so let's just take advantage of it. And it went like that.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
Yeah. God damn, I wish we could. People who are in a band and get to fucking play on a regular basis don't know how good they got it just to be able to get together and jam. It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah. This feels so good to actually like play full volume and hit the drums, hit the cymbals.
Yeah, exactly. And like, and when two instruments, like when we are playing our instruments together and then singing too, it's like it brings everything to life.
Well, you've been playing it all this week?
Yeah. Yeah, I've been working on my beach song, and I've been working on yeah, exactly. Yeah, and a little bit on Snow Root. I've been playing that a little bit. Just trying to, and like I think I just like a little bit here and there. You know, like I said, it's kind of been like a crazy week for me since I got back too. So it's like just like reacclimating and trying to get into routine, but I'm just trying to carve out time now instead of doing like the hour in the morning, which I was able to do prior to May. It's like May hit, and it's just like I haven't been able to get back on schedule. But yeah, I'm playing as much as I can. I feel good. Like I've been I'm really into this Elvis song, so I've been learning that. Just like making sure I keep the momentum going. Working on trying to. My goal is to get lyrics for Work Harder and for Strand Life, so I can have a couple more songs that we can play, you know, and then just to really get your songs down, so we can play those, and maybe I could write some parts in the garage band for that and stuff. So that's kind of what's on my to-do list, really.
Nice.
Yeah. What about you?
I've played some bass. I've just been kind of practicing the bass a bit. Haven't really done any new songs. Actually, today, Katie brought up an old song of mine that's just kind of a work in progress that kind of made me want to work on that one. Like that's the next song I want to kind of finish.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
work in progress. So that was kind of interesting. That's probably the biggest development. It's like, oh yeah,
Okay, badass.
take that song back up. Yeah.
Hell yeah. What song is it? Maybe I know it.
It's so easy for you. It's called. I think I'm mixing that with some other song, combining it, but it was literally just. It's so easy for you. It's got this harmony.
Cool.
I've got a little demo of it I can send you.
Cool.
Yeah. I want to do some more. There's to Rent Free. There's still a couple things I want to do to the vocal of the mermaid part. The ooh ah ooh ah.
Yeah.
I still want to improve that, but
cool.
I think I need to move on from that song. Been working on it for too long.
We could put a theremin noise in that point.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm going for.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, I just don't know where to find a theremin noise without a theremin.
Yeah, I imagine there's some program or something.
Yeah, it's probably a plug-in that would do it, but I don't know shit about plugins. Let's see. I mean, I've only got like about a half hour today.
Yeah.
But like for these, it would be cool to do other than catching up.
Yeah.
I think we should play, and like I should play drums and stuff like we were doing before, where one of us plays and the other's on mute, and we're kind of
cool
because we're kind of getting somewhere with our. I think we could start.
Yeah. With
the songs we played in person, those are finally taking shape. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
As stuff we could play together.
Yeah, cool.
I feel like we made such leaps and bounds progress in those 5 days.
Yeah, I know.
Man, I wish we could just build on that and have like just be playing in person more. But maybe we can do some of that over this.
Yeah.
I
was thinking the same thing actually.
Yeah.
Just like catch up and then start like showing you what I'm working on and just kind of throwing ideas back and forth. Maybe I like you said get the drums out, etc.
Yeah, and I can play bass on your stuff or whatever it is.
Right. Yeah, cool.
Well, I guess if you're on guitar, I'm most likely on drums.
Yeah,
right?
For the time being.
Yeah.
But it doesn't have to be that way. I mean, if you have a bass line you'd rather play, we can do it that way too, It's like when we're busking, I figure you'll be on guitar and I'll be on bass. I mean, opposite. You'll be on bass and I'll be on guitar,
Right.
Singing when we're busking, so we can optimize it for a set like that too.
Yeah, that's a good point, to have like basically a guitar and bass sort of set that we can do.
Well, you know what else we could do? We could do like 2 one-man bands, and fill out a drum kit that way.
Just well, like we both. What do you mean?
I mean, like? Well, so for example, I don't know. Have you ever seen a one-man band? Like a guy who's playing guitar and he's got like the mic taped to his head or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's kicking like a kick, and then he's got like a hi-hat with his left foot, and somehow he's like hitting the snare with his elbow or something. You know what I mean? It's really intricate to do like 3 or 4 things to play a drum set, and then also sing and play guitar at the same time. So maybe like one of us does kick and hi-hat, and the other one does like snare and something, or you know what I mean? We could do it in that way. We can have a full sound if you're on bass and I'm on guitar.
Interesting.
Yeah, it would be a fucking sick live show. It'd be so much fun to get like super percussive.
Shit, that'd be crazy. I was thinking when we tried to go to that Ween show the other day, and it was not for another year.
Oh, no way! That's what happened.
Yeah, no. We showed up.
No way.
Showed up, and we're like, why is nobody here? There's like nobody in the parking lot. This is crazy.
No way.
I guess Ween's not very popular anymore, and it's like, no, it's next year.
Oh my god.
But it's just this amphitheater that's in the middle of a park. It's not like gated off, and you can just go there. So we just kind of hung out, and there's this big open stage. So I was thinking we could busk there.
Cool.
I assume anybody can just get up there because it's not blocked off or anything.
Right.
So that'd be a cool place to do a little impromptu show.
Cool.
And shit, we could even like film it and stuff. It was like
okay,
live at Luke and Ryan, live at Maymore Park.
Right, totally.
But yeah, you can start.
Go live.
Yeah, kids fucking live stream it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd be cool to start kind of thinking in terms of places we could busk like that, you know?
Yeah, totally.
In LA and here of just cool spots that would be good for that.
Yeah, I'll start making a list on my end if you wanna. We could make it like a Google Doc thing, you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a huge difference between. It's like when I'm on. There's a huge volume difference when I'm on drums or you're on drums.
Right.
Like, that just takes the whole thing to
another level.
I want to kind of think on that of how we could either have the one-man band thing or just. I guess people do it all the time. Play with beats. You know, they'll have a programmed beat or whatever. You know, I could have.
Yeah, or we could even play to a recorded drum set. You know, Flaming Lips do that.
Right. Yeah, like
like a click track, but it's actually something you recorded on drums. It's like an actual. It doesn't have to be like a cheesy drum machine or something.
Yeah, exactly. Like the parts I've been writing in my demos and stuff. Like.
Yeah. Just put that.
Even those as is.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not just like cheesy loops. They're like actually wrote those parts.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. That would be my preference instead of. I don't really see us as a drum machine group.
No.
You know? I mean, out of necessity, we could do it, I guess, but I'd rather just play acoustic than that.
Yeah.
If I'm honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something to think about.
I mean, I kind of like that even as a starting point. You know, before we go too hardcore on the two one-man band things. I do like that idea a lot. 2 one-man bands. Talk about a synergy.
Man, that'd be really intricate.
Yeah. Exactly. So that could be like later on down the line or something. When I've been playing drums, I like to do the left hand like a jazz drummer, but I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
So you could give me some pro tips on that.
You
know, I'm open to getting suggestions on how to be a better drummer.
Well, I'm sure there's plenty of YouTube things, but yeah. So
I've been kind of holding it like that, like a chopstick kind of. Like
so yeah, you hold it like between these 2 fingers, like your first or your ring finger and your. So you're holding it between those 2, and your middle finger is just kind of a guide, so it doesn't slide off. So your middle finger just kind of stays straight and holds it in place. So yeah, everything's like bouncing between these 2. Like your ring finger.
Okay.
So like the fingernail, the edge of your ring finger is kind of where the stick rests the whole time, or like that's kind of what it's.
Okay. Like that.
So the middle finger can just kind of hang off.
Okay. And what's your wrist doing? So you're kind of like doing a whipping, like an arm whip or something like that?
Yeah, you're.
You're kind of twisting your forearm, huh? Like.
Twisting yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like this grip was made for when people like had a drum slung around their shoulder and it was at a slant.
Oh. Okay.
That was the reason for that, so you weren't like. So if your drum is like at this angle, you don't want to be like this.
Yeah, okay.
You can be like this.
Oh,
you know?
I see. Yeah, cool.
So that's where it comes from.
That's awesome. So that's how you need to think about it, huh?
Yeah. So then when you flatten it out, it's kind of. I don't know. I'm not great at it because I didn't start that way. I didn't play that way until college, so it's kind of hard. But
yeah.
But it looks cool.
Right, exactly, yeah. That's why I want to do it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I enjoy playing that way, too. I just don't know what I'm doing.
You're kind of lifting up and down a little bit. You're more like...
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like you're kind of like this.
Okay.
So you want to be more like, rotation.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So yeah, if you're just doing small strokes, then this really kind of stays still. Your forearm all stays in the same spot.
Okay.
And it's all just swiveling your, whatever that is, your forearm, wrist.
Forearm, okay, cool.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure there's some good YouTube. It's called Traditional Grip.
Traditional Grip, right.
YouTube traditional grip, and it's just in the left hand.
Do you want to hear some of the stuff I'm like Strand Life and stuff like that?
Sure.
All right, cool. I was playing Snow Route today.
Yeah.
And and I realized that key of A might actually work better for Strand Life. Because I was doing the key of E. So it's kind of evolved a little bit. Can you hear it?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go! Big blues. No, and then I would just go like back into that riff. It works better in A because then I can go to that low E for the 5. And then I can, and it actually kind of opens up a different scale for me, so I can like do these little runs, you know, that kind of like that like brighten it up a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of making it more of like a bluesy, like dancey, just fun song. You know, a lot of my shit, like especially that one I was working on, like is just like all about being depressed and like sad. You know, I'm trying to like be more positive and like get back to those songs I was writing initially, which are more in major keys. You know, just for the time being, just to like get some positive stuff out there.
Yeah.
I really like that Strand Life song because I can get some buy-in here from the South Bay. You know, because I'm talking about. I'll read you some of the lyrics here. Find my phone.
Is that records over your shoulder?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I put the records up on the wall. Like I got Sparrow Just Said Trash, and I got Breeder's Pod from our show that we went to.
Yeah.
It's Sonic Youth Sister, and your favorite, Built to Spill, The Plan.
Oh, yeah.
Keep It Like a Secret. And then I got Bleach, which Harvey gave me. And then all of this right here is like my record collection. And these are songbooks here. Yeah, songbooks, and I got my record player.
I didn't know you had records. That's cool.
Yeah, I started collecting them a couple of years ago just because, you know, formats change so much, and I just want to have that rich listening experience. But I've yet to get this fucking record player going, so I haven't listened to any of them, of course. But. So it's like I'm thinking about. It's kind of like what we do when we're going down. I've told you probably the concept for the song. You know, it's basically like what we do when we go down and hang out on the Strand or like in the South Bay. And I've got a couple of verses that I like, and then it kind of devolves, and I need to work on it. But it's like beach cruising, speaker soothing, hit your vape, but don't you lose it. Park the bike, take a shot, leave a good tip because we love that spot. Hop on the bike, good boy by our side, barking like a fool because it's go fast time. Tired him out, we're getting there too. Let's stop for a while and do another shot or two. Head down the Strand as fast as we can. Get to the poop deck before all the good seats are taken. BL's on draft, Jello shots galore. Better close our tab and get some real liquor. Walk across the pier to say what's up to Mikey J. A couple of JMOs with my guy. Of course, he takes his on the sly. Wouldn't want the evil lords to find him happy on the job. So I could kind of devolve into like because. Mikey J is like the man over there, you know. He's like the one that got me the job, and he's like a legend. And but it's just kind of like a call out song, you know. It's meant to be kind of telling a story, like as we're going along, you know. I can't quite figure out how it's going to work with the words yet, you know. It's just I wrote these verses a while ago to it, and I'm just kind of circling back and trying to put him into this song, and make it into something. But and I was thinking I could even add verses, you know, maybe like New Adventures I make a verse out of, you know, and just include people in the South Bay in it, and so that I'll get like a lot of buy-in here. And if we can get a following down here, then that'll help us as like a potential launching pad, or at least have some people to play for, have a fun bar song, something that is an original song that people can get behind.
Yeah, it's got that good. It's got that laid back vibe to it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
That the main lick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it sounds like walking. Yeah.
We're cruising.
So interesting the stuff you've been writing. I don't know if it's Americana or what's the word for it, or if it's influenced by that Texas trip you took. Yeah, this sort of bluesy Americana. It's just so different from stuff you used to write. You know, that stuff was more like indie Sonic Youth sounding sort of vibe. You know.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, I dig it.
Cool. I'm glad you dig it, because I don't really know where it comes from either. It's a combination of that trip, and also Snow Route was like a big eye-opening thing for me, because I would never have written like a standard 12-bar blues. You know, I would never have just like done that. And then when you did that, and I was like, why do I like this song? It's like a standard 12-bar blues. Like, you know, that's like Indie 101. You can't just like do something over and over again. You know, but I'm like, but you did it, and then like that opened the floodgates for me. It was like, well, I can just write a bunch of songs that are just like C and A minor and E minor and G, and it's like they all come out a little bit different, and for whatever reason, I fuck with every single one of them, and like I really want to work on all of them, you know. So I'm just leaning into that and just kind of seeing where it's going.
Yeah.
Coming up with you know this sound, and I'm not trying to like embody a certain style or anything. I'm just trying to figure out kind of who I am in the process, you know, like why all these things are coming up, and why it's the sound, and just not being embarrassed by anything, and just kind of letting it all hang out, you know. And I still have indie aspects, you know, like this is like, and then the kind of interlude is like this weird thing, which is like work harder too, but it's major. Which is like, what is this? You know, it doesn't make any sense within the context of a song, but it's kind of like a break, you know, it's kind of like a breather, and then we get into something else, you know, like let's go, and then we're doing the blues, or just like back to the verse, or maybe a bridge, you know. I don't know, but I've been working on this other song. I played it there. It's like, this is more indie. I mean, this part isn't. You know, so it's like I have all these influences, so it's all coming up. You know, I'm happy that we're having an open conversation about genre, because, you know, I don't think we really have one, period.
No.
You know?
No, yeah, I don't really want to, you know.
Right? Yeah, fuck that, man. None of the bands we like are like sound like their first record over and over again, you know? Like,
no.
Give me a break.
Well, and yeah, you could start talking about what to label things, and it's like, well, what are we even talking about? Who gives a shit? Like,
yeah.
I was just kind of noticing this sort of like your songs having this sort of like motif, or whatever you want to call it. Like,
okay, yeah.
Whether of just like, oh, these all have something in common that I can't put my finger on.
There's like a through line, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been building out the concepts as well through the through line, and I think that it really is ultimately just me figuring out who I am more, you know, like work harder. It's just about my work ethic, you know. Fuck it. I find myself saying that all the time. Fuck it, you know. So I'm gonna write a song about fuck it. What does that mean, you know? And then I got a song called I'm Ready Whenever, and it's just because like I found myself being the last one out of the house all the time, and it just seemed to annoy the fuck out of people, you know. So I developed this system. I developed this system where it's like, okay, I've got all my shit, like I got my shoes on, like every single fucking thing that I would think I need, and then I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready whenever, you know. And then everybody else is getting ready, and I'm over here playing guitar, and I'm chilling. I just drop it, and we roll, you know.
Right.
So it's just kind of like writing a song about that, you know.
Well, I think it's smart to start out of like, this song is about this, you know, instead of just, I've got these chords that I don't have any idea what the song is or what it's going to be about or whatever. Like you have sort of you associate each one with a thing,
Yeah, I mean, well, like for example, I showed you that system of like the at system and all that stuff. So I've got at lyrics now. I've got my general one, which is just my new thoughts. So it's kind of like if a line comes in my head or whatever, I'll write it down. So just kind of like whatever comes in my head, right? So that's where I start. But then if I'm thinking about something that has to do with dull ache, then I write it down, and then it's like, this day here, all the stuff underneath it is what I was thinking that, and then this stuff here is the new stuff,
Right.
So then when I sit down to work, I go through this stuff, and I see how I can make the lyrics match, the song that I think is going to make sense for it. And if the song doesn't make sense for it, I'll just kind of wait, see if something comes up, and if not, I'll just keep plugging away. The more time I put on it, the more it seems to kind of flesh itself out.
That's cool. It's a good idea.
Cool. It's been a nice kind of like supportive way for me to go about it instead of putting like a lot of pressure on myself, because I tend to feel guilty if I haven't wrapped a song. I mean, I've been working on the Strand Life song probably since February, but I put it down and now I'm picking it back up.
That's what I learned from listening to Song Exploder. Like,
right?
That song was sitting there, and then it needed something to happen in your life that all of a sudden now you've got a second verse or whatever. Something falls into place, and now you know how to end that song. Yeah, there's some reason why you haven't finished it yet, because something needs to materialize.
Exactly. Yeah, and I can't like force it into materialization. I just kind of have to be patient. So, got to write a song about being patient.
Well, yeah. So, all right, I'm going on this trip next week.
Yeah.
But we still should be able to steal some time to meet up. My dad's got guitars and stuff. Where I'm going, we'll have, at least at my dad's house, we'll have a guitar. So.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, if we can plot out like 7 to 9, if you need to get off earlier, that's cool with me. And then if we need to change time to a different time or a different day or whatever, because we're traveling, then I mean, I kind of would prefer to work that way, to at least have like a standing. Because then if we don't have a standing meeting, I feel like we're just gonna I feel like I'm gonna like not never be able to.
It won't happen.
And then it just kind of slips away, So fuck that. I don't want this to slip away.
Right. I won't have drums there. I won't have my bass either, but I'll have a guitars, so we'll at least do something. But when I'm back home, I want to try to like set up the drums and actually like play along to your stuff, and then maybe you could play. I'll play bass and you can play guitar against the bass, etc.
Okay, cool.
Because I feel like we were getting somewhere with like Rent Free and Snow Rude. We were finally like, all right, it's actually like. It's happening. We're playing these songs. So I want to build on that.
I mean, let's keep working on those.
Yeah. Cool.
Just keep working on those and the covers, because I keep practicing your blues.
Yeah.
Just keep working on those until we get them, and maybe add a new one if we feel like we want to like freshen it up, or maybe if we got ideas or something like that. If like a song is a little bit more fleshed out, or needs to be kind of brainstorm sessions.
Yeah, because it won't take too long for us to be like, well, we've got this song, and move on to another one,
Cool.
So, well, I gotta get going. I got a game I gotta drive to.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
But yeah, dude. Well, good chat.
Yeah, good chat. Good luck at your game.